Hi, good morning. We just got off the phone from our geometry class, and we didn't have anything like the amount of time we needed to work these problems that we need to know how to do our homework. So I'm going to work the second half of the problem that we did in class right here and right now. So we've got this pair of triangles, if you will. We know that this side is congruent to this side. We know that EH, the side they share, is congruent to itself. And we know these measures of these sides, right? This one is larger than this one. So in the first half of the problem, we concluded that this angle here, JHE, has to be larger than this angle here, GHE, because the sides are larger. Okay, so now we're being asked to find a range of values for x. So, well, we already know the measure of angle JHE is greater than the measure of the angle GHE. And that was because of the side inequality theorem. Okay, so that's a good starting place. Now, what I would like you to do, let's pause the video. Work the problem. I think you can do it. Work it. And then come back and start me up again. I'm waiting for you forever, and I'll show you how I worked it, and you can see how you did. Okay, we're back. So let's do this thing. We have this relationship between these two angles. We also happen to know that JHE is equal to 6x plus 15. So we could just put that in there. And then GHE is equal to 65. And that inequality is still correct. It's still in place. So we can find out a good deal more about x. This is algebra. So let's do it. Let's subtract 15 from both sides to clear that 15. That'll give me 6x here, which is still greater than 50. And then I can divide both sides by 6. And that's going to give me x is greater than 50 over 6, which is 8.33. Okay? So you might say, I'm done, I'm so good. Not quite yet, because we can do better than that. We know x is bigger than 8.33. But all that says is x could be anything. It could be 1,000, right? Okay, x be 1,000? If x was 1,000, then 6x plus 15 would be 6,015, right? Is that a sensible number of degrees for an angle? I don't think so either. So an absolute upper limit for an angle inside of a triangle, you could say, 6x plus 15 has to be less than 180 degrees, right? I mean, it can't be 180. And even 179 is really pushing it, but it certainly can't be 180, right? Do you remember why? Think about it. Why can't it be greater than 180? Because the sum of all the angles in the triangle has to be 180. You got to give something left for the other guys. All right, so we also know it can't be greater than 180. So let's do this. We can, once again, reduce this inequality. Subtract 15 from both sides. That gives us 6x is less than 180 minus 15, which 165. And then divide through by 6. And x has to be less than 27.5. It can't be as high as 27.5. So that gives us x is greater than 8.33, but less than 27.5. Okay,